We're not going to have this event just because we won the Masters be, you know, the satisfying you're done. You know, we're using it as a stepping stone to keep on moving forward and, you know, practice harder, work harder, and try to get back to that winning circle.
When Jack Nicklaus designed this place, there are many odes to Augusta around it. Obviously, you've played it before. Do you get the sense that because of your success there, that it could translate potentially here, the way you've been playing?
Yeah, you know, it always could. You know, I feel like there's a lot of similarities around the greens and on the greens because of how fast and how slopey they get. So, you know, it's very important to have good, you know, putt well and have good speed, but also have control of your golf while coming in the greens. You gotta leave yourself in the right spots. And, you know, I would say really the only difference I see is that we have this really thick rough that we're all standing in right now that you don't have quite at Augusta, but, you know, you know, if you miss greens, if you don't miss them in the right spots, it's penalizing. And, you know, it's a place that when you come, Mr. Nicklaus definitely is going to challenge every aspect of your game, not just one part of it.
This is not a major, but you look at everybody that's here, it's the who's who. I mean, does it have the feel of a major?
It's definitely a golf course that could hold one. You know, the reason why there's such a great field that comes out and plays because of, one, not only the golf course being as perfect as it always is, but also to, you know, to basically just pay homage back to Mr. Nicklaus. I mean, you look at this event, you look at Bay Hill, you know, Arnold's event, both of those you have such great fields. It's because of what they've done for the game of golf, and our generation and generation right behind us is, you know, we're all wanting to give back and show our respects to those guys.
Jack says it's important also to treat the players well. As far as tour stops, how's this one go?
Top notch. You know, he gets it, and you know, we don't have to tell you all that he gets it. I mean, everyone really already knows that. I mean, just because of what he's not really as much as what he's done on the golf course, but what he's done off the golf course for the game of golf and for just the community and, you know, just for everywhere around the world. I mean, he's touched so many people and he's helped out so many people that, you know, when you come and you're playing in his event or you're, you know, around him, you're going to be treated unbelievably, and you know, that's what you already kind of know and expect. So when you come to a place like this, it's always going to be top notch.
What would it mean to win this?
That would mean a lot. You know, to win one of the greats golf tournaments would be awesome. And you know, the biggest thing is, you know, whenever you tee it up at their events, the golf course is going to be playing really tough but really fair. And you know, it's a golf course like this, you have to hit the ball very well off the tee, you have to hit your irons really well, and you have to putt and chip very well. I mean, you can't be slacking on any aspect of that and win this golf tournament.
You just played 16, 17, 18 just now. In terms of the PGA Tour, that's one of the toughest three-hole stretches on tour by average every year, it seems like. What makes that stretch of golf so difficult to get through?
Well, last year it's definitely the hardest stretch because I made it the hardest stretch. I played, I think, 16, 17, 18 last year, like 11 over par. So, yeah, I lost so many shots on the holes, and honestly, when you look at the hole and you play them, especially in practice rounds, you're like, you know, just as long as you're playing from the fairway, it's not that bad. But literally, if you just barely miss an iron shot, you put it in the wrong spot, you're not making par, unless you're making a 15, 20 footer. And you know, even if you hit the green, if you hit the green in the wrong spot, you have a good chance you're going to hit it 5, 6 feet away from the hole as a perfect putt. So, you know, I mean, they're not done by length. They're not done by quirkiness or anything like that. They have figured out how to put just a really solid par 3 and 2 par 4s that, you know, they don't do anything, you know, extraordinary by length or anything. They go ahead and they make a really tough green, and you know, if you miss a fairway, you're probably going to be in a bunker where you can't get to the green, or you know, they make you play so defensive.
Jack says the tour is as competitive as he's ever seen it. What's it like competing against these guys week in and week out? I guess the parity that's on tour now.
Oh, it's a blast. You know, going out and playing against these guys, especially with how deep fields are these days. I mean, Monday qualifiers these days have a chance to win golf tournaments. That's just how deep the game of golf is now. And yeah, it's one of those that when you go and you tee it up every week, you're not just worried about the featured groups that you're playing. You know, if you're in a featured group, you're playing against those guys or anything like that. I mean, you have to worry about everybody in the field. So yeah, it's one of these that you have to go out and play great golf no matter what, and you can't ever let up. a lot of these events you go in and you get to a hard golf course like this, say the wind blows 20 here, you're sitting there in your mind thinking, oh, well, even par might be a good score, but you have 120, 140, however many guys are in the field. Every one of those guys has an opportunity to go out there and shoot 7, 8, 9 under par. So you always have to keep the pedal down and go and make as many birdies as possible.
But there's only one master.